Tell people about your business. Tell a friend who will tell a friend who will tell a friend who will tell another friend about what you're doing. Learn to converse. Learn to start small talks. Learn to, hi, good to see you. My name is Euphemia, by the way, and this is what I do. So what do you do? Learn to get into people's spaces. Hi, beautiful people. My name is Euphemia. I love making videos, gisting about food, and everything food. While in secondary school, I read a book that had a character named Sergeant Man Must Work. And as I grew older, I discovered that the term man must work is a Nigerian parlance, which means everyone must eat or people will always eat. So if you've been considering starting a food business in Nigeria in 2024 from the comfort of your home, then stick around. Let's get started. The first thing you would want to do when you're planning on starting a food business in Nigeria from the comfort of your home is to plan. Plan, plan, plan. What name are you going to give your business? So if you've agreed on a particular name you would want to call your business, register the name. If possible, trademark that name. I have seen someone who started a business, the business gathered enough momentum online, people knew her, a lot of people were bringing deals to her, only for her to go to CAC to register the business. And to her shock, she discovered that someone else had actually registered a business in that name, and the person is doing the same line of business that she was doing. You wouldn't want this to happen to you. So please plan ahead. Register your business, if possible, trademark your business. The next thing you would want to do as a form of planning is to open a social media account for your business. Open an account on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and please ensure you open a YouTube account for your business too. Before you roll your eyes at me, I know. I'm going to tell you why I'm encouraging you to open a YouTube page for your business. But first, let's talk about other social media platforms. If you're opening a page on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, even on YouTube, ensure that on all these platforms, you're using the same name and the same format so that it will be very easy for people to search for you. So do not come to maybe Instagram and use euphemia.ng. Then on Facebook, you use euphemia.ng.sa. Then on TikTok, you use something else. Let there be cohesion in the name you're using on all across your social media platforms. Now, the reason why I'm encouraging you to open a YouTube channel for your food business is because you will gain a lot of followers and a lot of patronage even from YouTube. So imagine if you constantly put up videos on YouTube and at the end of the video you remind people, please, whenever you come to my city, ensure that you stop by and buy food from me. Whenever these people are coming to that city where you're situated, guess who will be on their mind? You, of course. And if someone asks them, do you know anybody in so city who I can buy food from? You're the first person that will come to their minds, okay? And secondly, yes, I know that the kind of content you likely post on YouTube will be a bit different from what you're posting on other platforms, but if you stay consistent, you show up, you show your behind the scenes, show vlogs of how you're going to deliver food to your customer, processes and your preps, guess what? You can even get monetized on YouTube, and that is also a win-win for you. Please endeavor to watch this video till the end because every information shared on this video is very, very important and will help you start and scale up your food business from the comfort of your home. Number two, decide on what you want to sell. Yes, I know a lot of people will say this should actually be your number one, but I think this should actually be your number to decide on what you want to sell. Do you want to do breakfast? Do you want to do lunch packs? Do you want to do small chops? Do you want to do food trays only? Do you want to sell juicy smoothies, parfait, cakes? What do you want to sell? What do you want to sell? You see, selling food or the food industry is actually broad. And yes, I know you're very good at doing a lot of things, but when you're starting out, you would want your online customers to know you for just one or two things. Remember, you're selling from home. The next point is get trained. I am of the opinion that you don't need to have a prior knowledge of cooking before you start a food business. But once you've gotten to a place where you're very sure that selling food from the comfort of your home online is what you would want to do, get trained. Whenever we tell people get trained, you hear them say things like, oh, I don't have money, I can't afford training right now. So if that's where you are at the moment, there are a lot of free resources online on YouTube, Google, etc. But I'm telling you, as one who has paid to be trained and who has also done the self-taught route, it's actually cheaper to get trained because in the course of trying to learn on your own, you will spend more money trying out new recipes or trying to perfect them. You will also waste a lot of time. But if you pay someone who is a professional in the industry, let's assume the person makes pasta and the person has the standard of pasta you would want to sell, or the person is into food trays or does yogurt, juices, salads, etc. If you can afford it or if you can raise money, I would advise you pay the person to teach you. That way you're making things easier for you and you can actually start and become a professional voice in that industry in little or no time. The next point I would like you to consider if you're thinking of starting food business from your home is get social. So a lot of times I see people who claim to be business people or online business people or people who are doing businesses from their home. I see them and they say, oh, I'm shy. Ah, and I'm like, how can you be shy? Tell me, you're shy of what? You're shy of your crafts? Please get social. Tell people about your business. Tell a friend who will tell a friend who will tell a friend who will tell another friend about what you're doing. Never be shy of telling people what you can do. So get social. Even if you used to be or you are an introvert, learn to converse, learn to start small talks, learn to, hi, good to see you. My name is Euphemia, by the way, and this is what I do. So what do you do? Learn to get into people's spaces, not in the bad way, but learn to just drop your introvert nature at home because you're here to do business. You're not here to be shy. Another point is learn the simple act of food photography. So learn how to take simple food pictures, how to make simple videos, how to just film your product, how to film yourself. I'm not even talking about buying gears. That shouldn't even be a bother to you if you cannot afford it. But learn. If you go on Google, you will see a lot of resources. If you go on Pinterest or even on this YouTube, you will see a lot of resources that can help you take amazing product photos and amazing videos of your product. So please, because if you do not have good pictures and good videos, what will you post? Or you'll be writing quotes, food quotes. No, so you must learn. Remember, you're starting this food business from the comfort of your home. So you have to learn everything. Everything you had always thought, oh, I can't do, I can't, I can't. This is not the time to have I can't in your vocabulary. This is the time to build on I can. I can do this. Even if you feel or somewhere in your mind you're unable to do it, this is the time to assure yourself, to ginger yourself. They say if you they know ginger, you ginger yourself. This is the time to ginger yourself that you can. And trust me, when you tell yourself you can, you will be shocked that you can. And you can even do more than you had ever thought or can imagine. Another thing is ensure that you have a space to cook or to work on, no matter how small. I hope you know that no matter how much we talk about starting food business from home, If you do not have a kitchen, if you do not even have where to cook, then I don't know what you're doing. So even if you're living in a one bedroom, even if you're living in a face me I slap you, ensure that you have a little space where you can walk. Think of that, and if you're bringing in somebody to help you, consider your space and think of how it will be when you bring in an extra hand to help you. But you see, having a space is very, very important in this whole gist that we are sharing, in this whole gist like this. Lastly, learn the act of taking calls and receiving text messages or WhatsApp messages, as the case may be. So a lot of times I see business people and I hear them say, Kai, I don't like taking calls. I don't like responding to WhatsApp messages. I don't like people calling me. And I'm like, what are you doing in business if you don't like people calling you? What are you doing? So you have to learn how to be courteous on phone no matter how you feel. Learn how to respond to WhatsApp messages without being emotional about it. So you must learn how to remove your emotions when responding to a customer. Then, finally, learn the act of cold calling. So, cold calling is basically calling people to let them know that you're still in business. So, something like this. Hello, good afternoon, Mrs. Sam. This is Euphemia from Fresh and Greens. So, it's been a while. We haven't heard from you. How are you and yours? How are you doing? Okay, so we decided to just reach out to you and say hello to you since we haven't heard from you for a while. Okay, sir. So do have a nice day and remember that we are still in business. That's an act of cold calling. I have discovered that for every time I cold call my customers, I end up having more than 10 people who haven't bought from me in a while place an order for maybe a bowl of salad, juicy tiger nuts, zobo, as the case may be. That's because the moment I call them, I have been able to show them that, oh, you're important to my business. Oh, we think about you. We are not just concerned about your money, but we are also concerned about your well being. So, I hope that with all these points I have shared with you, you will be up and ready to run your food business from the comfort of your home. Till I come your way next time, thanks for watching.